Okay, guys, I wanted to come and talk about something that has been on my mind a lot lately, and I feel like I'm within that moment, so I decided to talk about it. And pardon me, I just got done working out, tightening myself up, but I just feel like I should talk about it, so I'm going to. And that is when people say get out of your mind, like, don't get stuck in your head. Like, for me, it's like if you get stuck in your head, that means your level of consciousness is very, very active. You are becoming in tune with the outside realms, the divine realms. That's a good thing, but then you get to hear everybody else's opinion really quickly, and sometimes it's hard to comprehend and to figure out which way to go in. But that's nothing but your spirit, guys. The things that's already there. When you get in your head, that's you being in tune with everything. And right now, I'm there at the moment with myself as into being in my head with my divine realm and everybody's opinion really quickly, which to an extent can make a person become paranoid because you don't know what to trust. It's like you know it's there, the help, the divine realm, the angels, you know, um, but it can make a person become paranoid as into who to trust, like what direction to go in. You know, your angels don't never lie to you, but just like your family you see physically or the people you go to all the time, you don't always agree with what they say. They always got their own type of opinion in the situation. And that's the same way the divine realm works also. They have their opinions on things and how you should do things, but it's like you can take that or you can leave it. That's why some people say get out of your head. Don't get stuck in your head. Because it's chaotic up there. It's beneficial if you are balanced, but even the person who is so balanced as myself, it can have you on paranoid mode for sure. Um, you just got to be able to recognize what it is and don't get terrified. Like me, I have recognized what it is. I already know I connect to the divine realm, but when you literally get in your head, like in there, like you have become in sync, like camouflage, it becomes crazy because it's like, how can I explain this? It's like it's so many different voices and they all just saying things. It's something how people say the devil come into your ear and get to talking to you. Are you gonna really let this happen? You gonna do that? Why are you doing this? It's like that type of situation. But I already know that they're there. It's just I wouldn't say don't get stuck in your head. Listen and then navigate how you think you should navigate, if that makes sense. I just really wanted to say that because it's something that I hear people talk about a lot, and I happen to be experiencing it myself. And I do see where if you're not cautious and aware of what it is, then you will become paranoid, and it makes people react in different types of ways. Um, but it's a very beneficial thing if you recognize what it means when you get in your head, what that is exactly. It's not always bad. It's just like they say you dream every night, but some people don't remember their dreams. But that's your self conscious talking to you. It's the same thing as being in your head, except you're awoke. You know, I hope I'm explaining this oscillatively because it's kind of hard to sum up, but it's not at the same time. But what I'm getting at is just your level of awareness is good. Listen to it, take some notes, but don't just get stuck in there because you literally can get stuck in there and it will have you paranoid and maybe do some things that's unnormal. Um, and your angels and assistants will never put you in harm. I'm going to say that, but that's where you have to be aware of what's going on, if that makes sense. Like for me, I just listened. That's all I did. I just listened. Like, oh, okay, interesting, you know. But I don't always react from being in my head and hearing other people's voices, um, as into how I should do things and why I'm doing that or things of that nature. Um, and that's something I spoke about yesterday before I did stretches. I was saying, grab them obstacles that's around you, like things like that's around you, like latch onto it, listen to it, and then bring it back, like as into what I'm doing. Like be aware of it where it's not scary. Recognize what's going on. Because your self-conscious could be very intriguing. I tell you no lie. And once you get in your head, and if your self-conscious ain't balanced, oh Jesus, that's all I can say on that one. It will have you do some intriguing things because people suppress a lot of things, but at one point in time in your life, or not one point, some point in time, it's gonna come out. Like, and when you get in your head, oh Jesus, and what would it take for you to get in your head? Um, a loss of a relationship, a loss of a job, something of that nature. Some type of loss will make you get in your head. I'm 1,000% sure of it. There's other ways you can get into that bad boy, but those are just the basic, simple ones that I can think of that I know will take a person to that level, as into getting in their head because they don't understand certain things. And it's like, oh, I'm in my head. Give me some answers. Answers. What's going on? And you get those answers, and it will have you on paranoid mode if you don't understand. I want to say what you're seeking, because you have to seek it to get in your head. You just don't hop in there. You at some point in time seeked answers, and they're giving it to you. Raw. So I just wanted to share that as into how to learn how to balance yourself when you get in your head because you seek it and your ancestors are given to you. Not to get paranoid, but I would say become way more aware of your environment, your surroundings. That's what I would definitely like. If for me, the way I felt, I could understand why my assistants don't like the situation that I'm in right now, and why I'm staying in this situation. Um, but I believe this is a lesson that I have to learn. But I do appreciate other people's opinion on it because I think it's crazy that I'm in a situation too, honestly. But I have come balanced with it, if that makes sense. Not in a balance where I'm saying it's okay, but in a balance where I have enough self-control over myself to not react to negative situations. Um, so with me saying that, for people who get in their head, just pay attention of your surroundings, because that's probably what your ancestors don't like, and they're trying to tell you. Definitely, if you find yourself getting paranoid, something's not right in your vicinity. Okay? Okay.